meaning into that meeting that happened between Mr. Peter Obi and President Goodluck Jonathan?
In a democracy, the way that you reach decision is by dialogue, by compromise, by meetings, by conferences, by conventions, by congresses. So it is absolutely in order for politicians to meet and then take the decisions that they believe is in their own best personal interest and in the interest of the nation. And so we encourage dialogue amongst all our leaders.
Is the ADC...
Fantastic.
Is the
All your leaders, sorry,
yes.
Specifically, are you saying ADC leaders?
Absolutely.
Because President Goodluck Jonathan has not joined the ADC, last we checked.
Sure.
Is he being wooed? Is he being wooed by the ADC?
I told you this the last time I came here. We are wooing everybody.
Including Goodluck Jonathan.
Including Keller. Including Malcolm.
Including Goodluck Jonathan.
You know,
including
so
Goodluck
everybody.
Jonathan.
You know, let me tell you the truth. In ADC, we emphasize membership even more than positions. And that reminds me about the sacrifice of Ralph Nwosu, a president or a national chairman of a party, stepping down in the interest of consolidating his party. The last time that he was asked, what is now your position? He said, floor member. Because the members of a political party, the people of a country, they are the bosses in a democracy. Democracy is the government of the people. We emphasize membership in ADC. Like I told you, David Mark said collective leadership. Everybody in ADC, every member is treated as a leader with equal respect, but no matter your position. So that's why we are emphasizing membership and the sacrifice that Ralph Nwosu has engendered in the party is carrying all of us along. You must be willing to make sacrifice.
Can you really wave, when you see this kind of meeting between Mr. Peter Obi and President Goodluck Jonathan, can you still dismiss, again, with a wave of the hand, this issue of zoning, which quite a number of people think will be really significant in the 2027 elections?
Now, what is zoning? Zoning is, if you consider section 14, subsection 3 and 4, it said that the composition of a government and the conduct of its affairs should be conducted in a manner that will ensure that there will be no predominance of an ethnic group or a section in a government in order to prevent dominating others. Just like what APC is doing now, that the president is appointing everything that is important, Yoruba, everything, by whatever name you call, that is important. So that offends zoning. So when you talk about
zoning, that's
whether
federal.
we are going to,
that's federal character.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So
that's
zoning
not the same
basically
thing as zoning.
No, that is where the concept of zoning came. That every unit, federating unit, must be accommodated. For instance, the Constitution said in the election of your members of the executive of your party, 2/3 of the members must cover 2/3 of the states of Nigeria. That's zoning. So there's nowhere in the...
I'm sorry to, you know...
There's no way in the Constitution...
Just a moment. I think it's important for us to, so that our viewers are not confused.
Yes.
They are closely related.
Yes.
The issue of zoning and federal character. But they're not quite the same thing.
No, you are talking about... When you talk about
we're talking about the leadership of you know, the presidential candidate, leadership of the party, yes.
Good. Now, if you're saying it under ADC, and let me say this, zoning in terms of presidential election by any party is advisory. There is no way you guys, it's not constitutional. You cannot. The party can advise. APC in 2023, they said Lawan is the candidate chosen by APC, who eventually emerged. Tinubu said no. He's going to contest. And he's allowed by the Constitution to do so. So it's advisory. So what ADC is saying, in order to avoid rancor amongst us, I told you that the first leadership vision of David Mark is internal democracy. We are going to allow a free and fair contest where every aspirant should come in, contest, and whoever wins, the party will support that person.
Has that decision been taken already?
No, ADC has not even started having meetings.
Yeah, so how do you know that this is the stance of the ADC?
Because that is what the Constitution says. That is what internal democracy says. Irrespective of whatever ADC says, you must still allow whoever wants to contest to contest.
These primaries that have been thrown open to everybody.
No, it's not. Like I said, constitutionally, you can't restrict it.
It's going to be open primaries.
You know, I wanted to explain to you what zoning was actually saying.
Well,
if the president now emerges, whether against the zoning arrangement of the party, the president will now have to ensure that he makes his appointment to reflect the federal character. That was where I was coming.
Okay, so the primaries that were thrown open in ADC for everybody to contest,
every interested
person.
Yes, in line with internal democracy.
So it's not an ATIKU-ship?
No, how can it be?
Okay.
It's not possible. It is not just possible. This ADC was formed by negotiation of all the political opposition leaders. You saw them during the unveiling time. So I'm really surprised. Look, ATIKU as a Democrat must go into primary. Let me tell you what happened. And you can check my interviews.
Okay. When
I was in Labour Party, as a spokesperson of Peter Obi, I said Labour Party cannot reserve presidential ticket for Peter Obi. Go and check my interviews. That he must go through primaries and emerge so that nobody will be dissatisfied. Then I was supporting him wholly. So I want you to understand the beauty of going into primaries so that you will attract other aspirants. And when they come into primary, whoever wins, they will be the support base that he would have from all the zones that will help him to win the general election. Winning the primary election does not make you president. The most important thing is the general election.
I'm still unclear as to what changed, though.
Yes.
I mean, with your support for Mr. Peter Obi.
No personal reason. I made it clear that Labour Party as our base, whatever happens to that party has happened to our alliance.
Why?
It's just it.
He's not a member.
Well, we don't know.
Well, he's a member by word of mouth of the ADC.
Good.
Well, so we would think that
your alliance
will continue with him in the ADC.
I have told you that whoever wins the election of ADC in the presidential primary, I will support. Yes, but I have told you that if Labour Party, that was the foundation of our relation, we met ourselves in Labour Party, is no longer there. Going forth will be a new arrangement. And you have the right to decide what you will do going forth.
So there's no impasse between both of you?
Don't know what?
There's no impasse between both of you?
I don't have any personal problem with my brother Peter Obi. Nothing.
Okay.
No, nothing at all. No personal problem. Politically, I've told you my own strategy. What I think is a winning strategy. That's a different thing altogether.
Okay. Well, so as we move forward now, because, I mean,